Hey guys, welcome back to Montana Made. Today I'm going to be talking about pallets. I have had a ton of emails from a lot of people asking me about pallets, what to do with them, where I get my cool boards from, and I get them all from Pallets. They're free, super easy to do projects with. I try and keep all of my projects predominantly on the pallet side. I like cheap projects so that if I put these up, people can do them, and if you mess something up, you're not out a bunch of money. But anyways, today I'll be answering some of those questions. We'll go over some pallets. Got a brand new one. Look at this thing, it's a beauty. And we'll show you how to make these boards pretty for your projects, and just some different ideas that you can do with them. Okay, I picked this pallet up today. I chose this pallet because it has a lot of cool character boards on it that I really like, but it also has a lot of just obviously broken, nasty stuff that typically I would have not picked this pallet just based on the condition and the nonsense that's going on. But I also picked it today because it gives me a chance in one pallet to show you guys why I pick them and why I don't, and what will make your life easy when you're actually dealing with pallet wood, and what will make it hard when dealing with pallet wood. Typically the first thing I look for on a pallet is a stamp. So either this will be in ink or it will be in, it will be burned into the side of pallets. This one doesn't have any markings on it. What that does is shows you the treatment that was used on it. So this is from a different pallet that I picked. Was heat treated, so there wasn't chemical treatment on this. Do some research when you pick these out, because you don't want to be buying pallets that are treated with chemical substance, because especially if you plane them, then you aerosol that and you can be breathing that in, let alone if you use it as furniture. You don't want chemically treated wood in your house. I'll start with why I would not have typically selected this pallet. So to begin with, a lot of these boards are already broken, so you're not going to get any use out of probably half of these boards. I mean, this one would have been nice, but it's already busted. This stringer is already busted if you're going to use stringers for a project. What else is on here? Let's see. So we got all of this nice dirt. So a lot of this pallet is already covered in just nasty old dirt. Running that through my planer would definitely gum up the gum up the blades and dull them up. And this is also another big portion why I would not have picked this. There's a ton of just random nails that are going to be, labor intensive to get out. I typically like the ones where there's 3 nails, easy to punch out. So as you can see, whoever was hodgepodging this together, just kind of arbitrarily wasting nails in this thing, and making it work as long as it could, I guess. But those are just a few reasons that I would not have selected this. Typically I would have had a nice pallet with all the boards looking just like this one, straight across, one nice piece. I choose pallets typically on condition and actual character in the existing wood. So as you start to plane boards and get used to how they're going to look, you can see all the different character that is in these guys. And typically on a pallet, I would want the whole top surface to look just like these boards. Nails are easy to get out. There's no dirt. Really easy to work with. And what you'll end up with is, this is the before board. You plane it down afterwards, and you end up with really cool boards with tons of neat character in them. You get blues. You get cool knots in them. Just all sorts of neat, free wood. The only cost is a planer, which is pretty expensive up front, but totally worth it if you work with wood a lot. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in these guys. I've tried every method of separating these boards from these stringers, and the best method that I have found is actually just taking a hammer, separating the boards just enough to get a Sawzall blade inside, and just sawing right through the nails. The next thing I do is take my hammer and a punch, and I go around and punch out each of the remaining nail heads in each board. And what I'll do is save these nail heads in case I want to put them back in the project later on, just for an aesthetics, you know, old nail look. So I'll save each one of these. And I'm making sure to get every single nail so that I don't end up planing these, because it'll ruin my planer blades if I'm planing nail heads. That's probably the toughest part about working with pallet boards, is making sure all of the existing metal and nails and everything is out of these boards so you don't ruin your planer. So we got another board, different type of wood. We'll run this guy through here real quick. And another board that we've got, pretty nasty. We'll see how it comes out. Okay, we have all of our boards planed, as you guys were taken through the machine earlier, and just want to show you some before and after video. So that is the before, obviously, and then the after. Look at all this cool character, all the neat colors that come out, all the grains. Every board is individual. I mean, there's a lot of cool, you know, from nastiness to something that can turn into a really cool project. This guy will be another video here in about a week and a half. Looking forward to showing you guys that. But until then, look at these boards. It's it's cool what's free, you know, just with a little extra labor, you know, pulling nails out and tearing these pallets apart. There is a lot of cool free boards out there for any project you guys can think of. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to posting the next video on that guy. So be prepared for a pretty solid project.